He wrote in 1859,
as Trinidad is an English colony, one's first idea is that the people speak English. And one's second idea, when that other one, as to the English, has fallen to the ground, is that they should speak Spanish.
Just naturally in their everyday life, and not really playing too much.
Mon pays, comme le clame en créole ce chansonnier de 75 ans. La localité est réputée à Trinidad pour ses épices, cultivées à flanc de colline.
L'impointé, pas même qui nous. Pourquoi parler pas comme vous comprendre? Pas même nous, quand on voulait connaître qui monte un douce à une pas comme ça. Moi, pas même qui nous. D'où comme si et vous connaissez ça qui si nous, là. Vous ne pouvez pas dire si non? Il gère nous.
Jolo-Louis, comme on le surnomme, maîtrise parfaitement la richesse et la saveur du patois trinidadien, un créole très...
She'll collect songs, she'll collect all the various written and oral traditions, performance traditions, and made sure that there was space for it in the library service, in the library system. She's also very passionate about reparations and the idea. Right, so Anansi is like a spider, is a trickster. It's actually from the Akan tradition, from the Ashanti people, and it's a trickster spider god. It's actually in the triumvirate of gods. Actually, Anansi spider would be like the son of the omnipotent god, and I cannot remember the name right now, but that's from the tradition. So somehow when the Akan people came over as slaves to the United States in the South, not everybody came. There's several different groups, and a lot of people, Akan people, scattered all over the Caribbean. They carried these stories with them. At least some rare that or whatever, rare rabbit, rare turtle, whatever. And it was always in some way to trick the other characters to getting the thing. Like if he wanted to cross the river, for example, he's going to want to trick everybody so that they can build him a bridge so he could cross the river.
We're going to do a sing test.
Okay.
So, just clap. One big clap. Good, thank you. Okay. What's your name?
My name is Hannah
Hannah.
Thompson.
Okay, what's your name again?
My name is Hannah Thompson.
What's your major?
I'm a theater production major.
Okay. Why did you decide to take this class?
I decided to take this class because I had a list of general elective classes that counted for my major that I could choose from, and special topics sounded kind of interesting to me, and at the time I actually didn't know what the special topic was going to be, but my advisor told me that it kind of changes semester to semester, so that's what brought me here.
Okay. Well, what did you expect when you came into this class?
When I first came into the class, I expected that I would be learning a lot because I had absolutely no idea about anything that was mentioned on the first day of class. Even when it was very simple, just like the first day or two talking about Trinidad and Tobago and watching videos, I had no idea. So I guess my biggest expectation was just that I was going to learn. Like, I had never even heard of Carnival before this class. So I would say just expanding my knowledge on the subject.
Sorry.
You're good.
What does Carnival mean to you?
To me, my biggest takeaway and kind of what Carnival means to me is that there is so much out there that we don't know about, and so many different celebrations and historical traditions from culture to culture that, based on your location or what you put yourself to learn or not to learn, you might never know of. And I kind of associate those thoughts with Carnival, just because, as I said before this class, I had never even heard of this subject, and just the amounts of people that it alone has affected in terms of how historical it is and how significant it is in certain places that this class has taught me is not just in Trinidad and Tobago, but also all over the world, like the celebrations in London, in New York, and just how many groups of people it affects. And I think a really cool thing about it that I have kind of a personal connection to is that different groups of people, no matter if that's race, sexuality, gender, historical background, whatever, can come together and can celebrate life all in the same place.
What does intersectionality mean to you?
To me, intersectionality has a lot to do with taking different aspects of an individual and tying them together. Like, let's say gender might intersect with race, and race might intersect with sexuality, which might intersect with religion. So it's like, yes, this is my race, but this is my gender. So I know a lot of times that has to do with like the minority type thing, where it's like, I know a lot in like literature and writing, and I think we've talked a little bit about in this class too. If you're looking at a piece of art, piece of work or writing specifically, there's this influence that is race because maybe the writer is black, but maybe they're also a woman. And so how does that influence the work? And that's kind of my definition of intersectionality.
Questions?
Yeah.
Would you recommend this class to a fellow friend?
I absolutely would recommend this class to a fellow friend. I think it's a cool class to take.
And final question, would you attend a Trinidadian style carnival?
Oh, I would love to go. I
What would
think it
you
would be
go
so
as?
much fun. What would I go as?
Yeah, would you go with like makeup and costume?
Yeah, I'd probably have one of the really big extra ones.
Oh, okay, like the bikini clad ones?
Yeah.
Okay. This is what you look like.
Oh, okay. It's fine.
Okay.
It's good. I have a scarf on, so I'm good.
Okay. We're gonna do a sync test. Clap your hands once. One more time. Good. Alright, I'm gonna ask you a few questions. Hannah did it in 3 minutes,
Okay.
so it shouldn't take too long. Okay. What does carnival mean to you?
Carnival for me.
Oh, hold up. Wipe that off.
It's okay.
Say mistake.
Say what?
Say mistake.
Mistake.
Okay. What is your name, major, and where do you go to college?
Okay. Name is Brianna. My major is public health. I am a senior, and I go here at Kent State University.
Thank you. What does carnival mean to you?
To me, carnival means it's more than just a big party that everyone seems to think. For me personally, carnival is just a celebration of life and a celebration of culture. It's where people can release every stress, things in life that they've been going through for that year, and just to be able to take on a persona that's different than their own, and to really just like embody the fun and the culture and the uniqueness that carnival brings. So to me, that's what carnival brings. That's what it means. Okay. Okay.
One more sync test.
Whoever's here, let me just check.
Awesome.
Okay.
So, if you can change anything about this class, what would it be?
I'm not quite sure there would be much I would change about this course or about this class. I mean, I'm really learning a lot. Definitely I'm learning a lot more about carnival in Trinidad than I did coming into it. I do like looking at the videos. I feel like that adds a good component. So it's not just us like looking at the textbook and doing discussion posts and whatnot and doing papers. I actually do like the aspect of looking at different videos about like Trinidad, about the people, the culture, the music, everything. So I do like that multimedia aspect.
What do you enjoy most about the classroom?
What I enjoy most about the class is just like the different activities that we do. I know doing the carnival arts, like the mask that we did for the purple flower. I thought that was pretty cool, just for us to be able to learn more about like carnival and like how those masks are used into those plays, and that we got to like get hands-on into it. So I like to do stuff where it's like hands-on. It's more than just, you know, just sitting in front of a classroom listening to a teacher speak. It's actually us like getting hands-on for us to be able to do something and kind of like immerse ourselves into it. So I think that's like one of my favorites yeah, it's like one of our favorites that we've done.
You have 2 more questions. Would you recommend this class to a friend?
Would I recommend this class?
To a friend?
Yes, I absolutely would recommend this. I would absolutely recommend this to a friend. It's really interesting to know a different culture other than your own, and I feel that Trinidad is one of those places in the world that a lot of people don't really know about. I feel that, again, like coming into this class, everyone thinks that Carnival is just one big party where people are dressed in bikini clad and feathers and just dance around, but after this semester in this class, like, definitely learn more about Carnival, like the roots, how it started, and that there actually is a cultural and historical significance to it. And also it's really cool how it's branched out into like other places in the world, like New York and London, Leeds and Toronto. So I definitely would recommend this to a class.
After knowing everything you've known about the Trinidadian Carnival, would you attend?
Yes, I definitely would love to go to a carnival, whether it's in Trinidad or New York or in London. I'm actually gonna put that on my bucket list. I've been thinking about it for a while, but I actually am gonna put that on my bucket list to be able to actually go to carnival. I like to go to carnival like in New York just because it's here, like in the U.S. But definitely, I want to go to one in Trinidad.
Would you want to like go as like any like type of like mask or anything like that?
Maybe. I always did love the whole like masquerade kind of thing, like the costume.
Any specific one?
Nothing specific. I mean, the colors and the costumes just beautiful. So whatever that I'll see that I like. Oh yeah, that I can afford. Yeah, glad you brought that up. Yeah, something that I can afford. That's gonna be cool. But that actually is gonna be like one of my bucket lists is to actually go to carnival. So.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.